guys, it's me, Yaya Diamond with Dream Chasers Radio. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Today we have an amazing author. You know, I always say that, but authors are amazing. I mean, okay, so you went to school, right? An author wrote all those books. Somebody compiled all those books. Those picture books, those kindergarten books, those ABC 1, 2, 3 books, they were all written by authors. So authors are amazing. And if you ever want to become an author, all you have to do is watch all my guests and then go for it. So don't waste your time too long. Okay. Just kind of meandering about. Watch it and then do it. All right. And that's exactly what my next guest is doing. She has done it, and I'm not sure if she's going to continue to do it. I hope she does. That is Miss Mary Proctor. Thank you so much for being on the show.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So let me ask you a question. I know that you've written a book, you published a book. Tell me, when did you know you had to do this?
When Obama's first term, well, once he was elected, once he became president, I had been collecting his photos of him and his family. And, I was hearing different things about him. So I just decided, well, since I have all these photos that I put together, I'm going to put them in a book and let people see the photos of him so that they can really understand that he was born here in the United States, and Hawaii is a part of the United States.
Well,
Because
definitely.
it appeared that somebody was saying that he was not born in the United States. And that was the real reason why I started, why I put the book together, was to so people could realize they didn't have to read it. They could see it for themselves that he was born here in the United States. So there's a photo of him and his parents, whereas he was born here in the United States.
That is sweetness. That is great. That is great. So your book is Barack Obama, a historical picture collection of the 44th president. Why did you make a picture collection and not like a kind of like a reoccurrence or some kind of a written book?
Because I wanted people to be interested in the book, and I figured if I put it as a picture collection, that they could understand it better. Because a lot of people don't like to read. They say it takes too much time if they're sitting there reading something. So I decided, well, these photos are awesome, and they are lovely photos of him, and there are a lot of different things that he's done, a lot of places he's been. So I said, well, let me put it in a photo album, because when people sitting down want to do something, how you at home, when you have made your own photo album, you just sit down and look at the pictures and reminisce. And someone do the same thing for the president. So
Yeah, that is wonderful. So do your pictures go in sequence? Do they tell a story from beginning to end, or is there just like no particular order about it?
yes, there's not really a particular order. The order is the way that I collected them, but each photo will explain to you what it's about.
Mm.
It's written on the photos, but it's not a long um, it's not long. You can just read it. Well, the first one just says pick photos of the Obama family values. And then if you go to the next one, it just tell you, it asks, who is this guy, Obama? And then, it just continues on, and each one just have a little thing written about him on each page. And it's short, and it really explains to you what it's about, but it's just a short writing about him on
That's
each.
nice. That's nice. How long did it take you? I mean, because that's like, okay, how many pages is this book?
The book consists of, let's see how many pages is in this book. Let's go to the last one. The book consists of 298 photos.
Oh my God.
Yes,
How
298.
long? How long and how much research did you have to do to put
Uh,
this book together?
it took me took me about 2 years
Mm.
to put it together. And I gave up on it at one point, and then I said, no, I'm going to do this. And I went back to it because I really wanted people to see who he was, even though that there was another photo book came out about him, but I had already started mine before that one came out. And but I didn't get mine published till after the one came out that his photographer did.
Wow. You know, it is how would I say this? It is admirable that you would take the time out of your life to actually make a book about someone else's life. What was that like for you? Were you inspired?
That was really awesome. Yes, I was inspired because I just never thought that there would be a black president in my lifetime. And when it happened, it was just overwhelming. I even cried tears. Just it was tears of joy because a black man had become president. Because we had two people before him to run for president that didn't make it, but he did.
Mhm. Yes, he did. He did. It was wonderful. It was a landmark occasion. Do you ever think we get something like that again?
It's hard to tell. I mean, there are good black people out there that can become president, but I don't know if the world is ready for it. I don't know why they don't vote in people that uh, really qualify to be a president. I can't say.
Mm.
I can't say, but I'm pretty sure it won't happen in my lifetime because
Well,
I
you
haven't.
never know.
I doubt it. I doubt it. 'Cause I
Well,
doubt it.
I
I
have to
hope
say,
so. Now I hope so. I
I
really
do
hope.
hope so. That's what I was getting ready to say. I do hope so. I was gonna say
So.
I'm gonna say I do so hope so because I
Definitely.
mean, you look like you kicking it. I mean, Miss Proctor, you look great.
Thank you. We've been through I mean, I am doing great, but we have been through so much, and I have lived through a lot. I've lived through slavery. My great grandparents were slaves. They came here on the slave ship.
Mm.
So I know what it's like uh, to be just I've never understood why there's so much hate for black people. It's and all my life I like I tell anybody I will survive no matter what because I have learned to survive no matter what we go through. You just put it in the hands of the Lord and God will take care of you. So
Hmm.
we will win. We will win, and eventually, I do feel that we will overcome. Definitely, we will definitely overcome. But I don't know when. Only God knows when. But
It's a sad thing. It definitely is a sad thing for someone not to like you because of the color of your skin. I can understand if someone was rude and mean and nasty and just, belligerent, then I could say, okay, that person is not a well-liked person.
right,
That's a person, and it doesn't matter what color they are. I also think that your book is bringing out the light that anyone with enough backing, with enough support, and with enough knowledge can do whatever they want to do in life and
exactly,
succeed at it, no matter what color you are. It might take a little bit more, but
exactly.
you can do it. Wow. What other president, if ever there was, that you would consider doing a book for, who would that be? And would you consider a book for any other president besides Barack Obama?
At this time, at my age, no, I would not do this again.
Mm,
But if I had to do it again, or would name a president, it would be Al, the last president. What was his name? Sitting there talking to you, my memory just
yeah.
slipped. Uh,
So his name was President Joseph R.
Joe
Biden Jr.
Biden. Definitely
Yeah,
not to do it for Joe Biden because I think he was a great president.
yeah,
He did a lot of things that for us that he didn't come out and they didn't come out and say he done what he did, but he did do a lot of good stuff for
yeah.
us. And so I would consider trying to put a book together about him, but I would consider it, but I wouldn't do it.
And so I thank you for writing this book, definitely. Or how would they say, illustrating or composing this book.
Right?
And it
Compose
did
it.
take 2 years out of your life. What would you say to someone who wanted to do something like this? What would you tell them? How would they begin to put something like this together?
I would actually tell them to follow their dreams. Because if you follow your dream and are definitely um, don't look back, look forward, because everybody's not going to be for you. I mean, don't tell everybody what you're doing because everybody is definitely not going to be for you. Do it, then tell people what you've done. Then show them what you've done. Because if you start telling people about what you're doing, everybody's going to have their own opinion, and then you may get discouraged. So if you just go on, just decide to do what you want to do, go ahead and do it, and then tell people what you've done, show them what you've done, and that even after you've done it and show people that you what you have done, they still won't always be for you. They won't. I've lived a life, so I know. 30 years of working for the federal government, and I watched in the government how they treated our people in the government. I watched how, especially our black men, was looked over and wasn't promoted, and how black women did get promoted to me more than black men. I didn't have a college degree. I knew black men that worked with me had college degree. They didn't get promoted, but I got promoted.
Hmm.
And it's a sad world that we live in. It truly is. And
Yeah.
people kind of talk bad about black men, but black men go through a lot. They really do.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but
Hmm.
anyway, me that's just my opinion. I can't say anything for anybody else, and I will not speak bad of anybody.
Yeah.
But it's just a part of life. You just have to
Yeah.
learn to survive.
Yeah.
As the Bible say, watch and pray. So you
Definitely. I agree. I
and
definitely.
prayer without works is dead. So you have to do something. You can't just sit though. You have
Hmm.
you have to work. You have to work.
Definitely. Well, wow, Miss Proctor, is there anything that we didn't talk about or something that you want to say that we didn't touch today?
No, I'm surprised at what I have said. I don't usually say much. I'm a quiet person. That's why I was a little afraid about the interview because I didn't think I was going to say anything and didn't know what was going to come up or what was going to be asked.
Oh,
So, but it was okay. It was good.
it was
I hope
good.
I did okay.
You did an amazing job.
Thank you.
You did an amazing job. Very, very proud of you. All
Listen,
right. Well, guys, go ahead.
the old saying is there was a record one time, about the somebody trying to just nobody trying to tell somebody on how to do it, but I would have never thought that I would uh, 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 put out a book. Never, never, never in a dream that I thought that I would do something like that. But I did. And if I can do it, anybody can do anything that they put their mind to. So if they just put their mind to it, stick with it, they can do it.
They
They
can.
can. Yeah.
Wow. Well, Miss Proctor, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's just been a pleasure. It's just been a pleasure.
Thank.
Definitely.
I hope I get to talk to you again.
I hope so too. I
That's
hope
okay.
so too. Well, I
Because
want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're going to put the link for that book in the description box below. And don't forget, the name of that book is going to be Barack Obama, a historical picture collection of the 44th president. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in again. And don't forget to dare to be different. And until next time, guys, bye. Thank you for watching.